Hi, this is Chef Mick from Tony's Markets. Today we're talking about honey, so I'm going to make something spicy. We're starting with Boucher Brown's Jamaican seasoning. This stuff is fabulous. It's a jerk rub, which makes it really spicy. What I do is I'll take this and I'll blend it in with chicken wings, and if you could let them sit for 1 or 2 days, it's even better. They actually cure, and they change inside, and they tenderize, and the flavor's great. If you only got it in a couple hours, that's great. 2 days is amazing. So we let them sit in there and marinate. We just put them in the oven, or you put them on the grill and cook them. And then right before you serve them, give them a drizzle of some nice honey. Now, I always insist on using local honey. Give you the best flavor. So, don't go away. We're going to take this honey and some salmon. We're going to make a lemon honey dill salmon right here on Dig In. Hi, this is Chef Mick from Tony's Markets. I'm going to fix some salmon here. Here's a little trick my wife taught me. We're going to do a quick cure on this salmon. We're going to sprinkle it all over with salt, and we're going to let it sit for a little while. This could sit for 15 minutes, it could sit 8 hours, it could sit overnight. But what happens is it starts to cure it and firm it up a little bit, and the seasoning goes inside the salmon. It's a really nice little trick. So this will go in the fridge. We're also going to make a little topping for this. Let's start out with some mustard. I'm using a really nice, extra strong Dijon mustard. You could use any mustard you like, but I'm really fond of it, starting with a really quality ingredient. We're going to add to that some honey. About 3 parts of honey in this case, maybe a little bit more. Now you could do this to taste, really what you want. And then I'm going to add a little bit of fresh dill to this, maybe a little bit more. I really like dill, and some lemon juice. A little bit more lemon juice, and a little bit of white pepper. Just a little. All right, this is all going to whip up. I'm going to put this in the microwave for 20-30 seconds to get everything to marry together. Then we're going to cool everything off. All right, this had a chance to cure for about 20-30 minutes. Ideally, I'd like to go a little longer than that, but that would make a difference. The salt's going to go down inside of it here. So let's transfer it to a new plate. And we've got our other marinade we made here. We're going to drizzle this over the top. Now, ideally, I'd like to let this sit for 10 or 15 minutes in the refrigerator to firm up a little bit and get a little bit more flavor inside there. And then we're going to stick it in the oven. Okay, we gave this about 10 minutes to marinate. A couple hours would be better. 10 minutes is going to be just fine. Let's transfer this over to a parchment-lined sheet. That's going to work best. The parchment paper is nice. It doesn't stick. It makes your cleanup easy. There we go. This we're going to put into a hot oven. You could also put it on a cedar plank, would be great. So put this into a hot oven. We're going to let this roast. You could also broil it, but be careful. It'd be really easy to burn this top because it's got some sugar in it. So this is going to probably take about 5 minutes to cook, and we're going to pull it out and see it here in a second. All righty. Perfect. You'll cook that in the oven. It is probably in there 8-10 minutes. Nice and done. A little bit of glaze on the top. This is perfect. If you get your spatula just under the skin, careful you don't burn yourself here. You can lift this away from the skin perfectly. There we go. Onto the plate. If you want to add just a little bit more of this sauce as a finish, you can, or a little drizzle of honey would be nice as well. And if you need to, you could just make this dish with a little bit of honey mustard. Well, here we go. A honey Dijon salmon with a little bit of lemon in there, a little bit of dill, a nice little salad to go with that. You can get this recipe and all today's recipes at digincolorado.com. Let's dig in.